Yeah, they pride themselves on like having the information 30 seconds before everybody, and really it does nothing.
Well, sometimes it's not 30 seconds, sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it could be anything. So you should respect the scoop guys more.
All right, welcome to The Rundown. It is Thursday, February 27th, and it's myself, it's Rico, it's Meek Phil, and it's Nate producing the show. So make sure you pay attention to that as well. The show is sponsored by Part of My Cheesesteak. Ordering a Part of My Cheesesteak for your game day meal or late night eats is the best play call you can make. Pick your favorite cheesesteak made with thinly sliced steak, melted provolone, mouth-watering cheese sauce, and caramelized onions on a toasted hoagie roll, or you can order the popular Big Cat Combo. What do you think a Big Cat Combo is, Meek?
Whatever it is, sounds amazing.
Hell yeah.
I like the Max. I know you got trash for it. I'm the Max special guy, 2 sodas.
You're a Big Mac guy.
Yeah, I take down beverages.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the Mac, and you can't go wrong with the Big Cat Combo, and that's where you get your choice of cheesesteak, fries, and a drink. So head on over to partofmycheesesteak.com to order with code PMC20 for 20% off your first order. Partofmycheesesteak.com with code PMC20 for 20% off your first order. And our first order of business today is we have a little bit of a fight between the Scoop boys. Ian Rapoport and Jordan Schultz were caught in Starbucks. Apparently, Jordan Schultz went up to Rapoport, said, "We need to talk," while he was in the middle of a conversation. Rapoport said, "Not now." And Schultz popped back and said, "We're going to have a problem if you treat me like that again." That's the long and short of it. We don't know what happened to cause this. It is worth noting that Jordan Schultz is the son of Starbucks CEO Howard Schultz. I don't know if there's anything there, but this has to be the biggest scoop of all time for these two queens to go at it in a Starbucks. Rico, what do you got?
The Scoop guys are fucking a different level. You know, like it's Scoop guys are a different level. They basically, I think Titus nailed it the other day. Like when he was like, they're tweeting something and then 30 seconds the rest of the world has it. Like what exactly are we fucking really doing here? But I think Phil's in bed with the Scoop guys. He loves being a Scoop guy. They pride themselves on like having the information 30 seconds before everybody, and really it does nothing.
Well, sometimes it's not 30 seconds, sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it could be anything. So you should respect the Scoop guys more.
Who's the bigger Scoop guy, Ian or?
Oh, easily Ian. Ian's been around forever. He's a staple.
I don't really know Schultz's name.
This sounds like Schultz is fighting on his home turf because he said his dad like about to see Starbucks or whatever. So like Ian's fighting a true road game here. And
how old is Schultz? Why are you working if your dad is the CEO of?
You just have to love the game of scooping.
I guess. I mean, maybe. What do you think the Scoop is? Like, is there bad blood between these two?
I thought it was
something about Rodgers meeting with somebody?
Stafford. I think it was Stafford. Schultz reported Stafford had a meeting with Tom Brady in secret, and then Rapoport like downplayed. It's basically like a source off. Like, I was like, oh, your source is actually wrong on this, and they were fighting.
There's a source off?
Oh, that's a little bit more, I could see a little bit more of that conflicting. But when like people are fighting over, I had this first.
I just don't understand, like, where does the monetary value come from that? Is it literally because one of these guys has ESPN in their handle, if they get a scoop first and they tweet it first, then the headline is ESPN got this first, and that's where their entire value comes from.
Yeah.
So you're working as a Scoop guy might be working in the biggest pressure cooker in the United States. What job has more pressure than a Scoop guy?
And they're on the clock at all times.
Firefighters, cops, nurses.
Like, those guys get to sleep. Like, these guys have like
surgeons, anesthesiologists.
To be fair, they are not 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yeah, have you seen what Shams'
DJ's
screen
bartender.
time is?
Sure.
You got 47 meatheads screaming at you for the same vodka Red Bull.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that more than first responders.
They're all on cycles. They could beat you up. Like, that's a pressure.
No offense to first responders. We love first responders. I would say that arguably being a Scoop guy, the pressure is right up there with it in terms of schedule.
I disavow that.
And also, like, if you fuck up a scoop, like, then your career is like, people won't remember you for your misses.
That's true. I mean,
you fuck up a surgery, somebody's dead.
I was gonna say.
Okay, but
you fuck up a house call, you fuck up something.
Okay, but if you fuck up a surgery, you're messing up one life. If you fuck up a scoop, you're messing up like thousands. Like, imagine being the guy that's like, okay, you report like LeBron James going to the Knicks, and then he doesn't go to the Knicks. Like, you piss off millions of people by doing that, and people always say like,
yeah, but
oh, remember this guy?
But no one's life is fucking like.
Yeah, people's lives would be ruined because they thought LeBron would go to the Knicks.
I guess.
So I guess the crux of it is Jordan Schultz reported that Tom Brady hosted Matt Stafford at his home in Montana. because they like have homes at some exclusive ski resort. And then
Yellowstone Club.
Ian Rappaport's been going very hard that they just randomly bumped into each other at this ski resort. And so Jordan Schultz is mad at Ian Rapoport for dismissing his story that he hosted him, while Ian Rapoport is more owned by like agents, and he puts out more like, because it would be tampering if he hosted him. So Ian Rappaport's trying to play damage
That's
control.
considered tampering if he hosts him?
Yes.
Oh, and plus Tom Brady owns the Raiders. Or is an
Doesn't
owner.
Stafford have boatloads of money too? So it's likely that he's at that club on his own.
But
Yellowstone
so
Club is
the
like
difference
the
is
ski
one
club.
guy is saying it was he hosted him, and then Ian Rappaport's like, no, they magically bumped into each other and got like a croissant together.
And this is important because I think the Falcons lost draft picks
Yes.
over Kirk Cousins, like
Yeah,
through
people
tampering
lose
stuff
stuff.
last
Oh,
year.
So
Right.
now
That's making sense.
what it could be is people are saying like Ian Rappaport's in bed with the agents and trying to help the team, so he's not doing like his job correctly by listening to what the team or the agents tell him to report to try to cover up if it was tampering or not. And then Justin Schultz, I guess he's just worth billions of dollars. He's like, I'm just going to kick Ian Rapoport.
I want to see this spiral into all the teams being like, you know what? I'm sick of these people being like clowns, and just stop giving information.
That's basically what the NHL
Let's
is.
just stop giving the information to the scoop guys.
The whole thing is
all together.
it
Collectively,
always gets
we're out.
leaked, right? That's literally a
But that's the thing I
someone
can't
leaked.
understand. But again, there's levels to we've talked on Pick Central.
You
as well,
have
like-
scoop. You have guys who leak you shit.
Yeah.
Not to this level.
Yeah, I've had dates like I found out a date of a game before anybody else had the date of a game.
Sure.
But again, it's like being in that scoop. It's like, what does that really do for you?
And I found out about signings like 4 hours,
yeah.
5 hours a day before like even happened.
Can you make money on that?
No,
I can't, but they can.
But
Like,
but if you become the scoop guy, you get a deal with a network because they do need it's one of those things they just need.
They wanna break
So
the
like, all right,
news.
here you go. You're the scoop guy. It's like and then you're on every show. It's a fucking clown show.
Who's the biggest scoop guy here? Actually for New England sports, I'd say it's probably Kirk.
Kirk's
been lights
Jack
out.
Max,
Kirk is
got
lights out.
Scoop.
Jack Max got stuff.
But I feel like Jack Max are more predictions. Like Kirk has people. Like
Right.
and Kirk was on Boston radio for fucking
No, that's
ever.
true.
Yeah.
He's
I don't know. I'm out of that game. I don't know why they give up the information.
Yeah, what's the benefit for them? Unless they're getting kickbacks. You
I think the
Hey,
writers.
tell me what's going on. I'll take you out
think
to
the-
dinner. I'll bring you to work.
Yeah, I think the writers then give them information back of other teams. Who the fuck?
Then you just like write nicer articles about them.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's good to have people in your pocket. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'll never say a bad thing about Nate Oates because he just is very nice to you.
Well, you know what they say, make you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar.
Exactly. People always say that.
Words to live by. Next topic we got going on is. You're good. Pat Riley allegedly once took away LeBron's chocolate chip cookies
Interested by this?
while he was playing in Miami, and LeBron was bullshit over it. They say this kind of sheds light on the micromanagement style of Pat Riley, which has long been a complaint of players who have played for him. Personally, I love this. I wish this is something that Zion's coaches would do. Get his fucking fat ass. Take the gumbo away from Zion. Take the cookies away from Zion. The king cake, whatever they got going in New Orleans. I don't think that's that big of a deal. I mean, I'd be pissed if I'm a grown man and I'm the face of a franchise, someone comes up to me. But at the same time, take care of yours. Someone has to hold you accountable.
It's a big deal now because of how pampered players are, but like Pat Riley's always been like that old school guy. Like you saw what he did with Jimmy Butler. Like
Riley, I read a book about the 90s Knicks, which is excellent, Blood in the Garden. Riley, the Knicks were in a long stretch of games, run down in the season. They needed as my dad used to call it in CYO basketball, you needed a pizza party. No practice that night, re-get the team, restart it. You would have a pizza party and all right, now we can get back to business the next one. You get a little trust of the team. You know that you're not kicking their ass the whole time. Riley takes them out on the West Coast. They thought they were going straight to another game and they would have to spend 2 fucking days locked up in a bad city. Riley takes them to a casino and allots, I think, $2,000 for each of the players or whatever it was. It worked out to $10,000. He calls Dave Checketts, I believe at the time, and approves that the Knicks will write off the $10,000 or pay Riley back the $10,000. They never did. The next year when they were at a kickoff meeting or something like that, they were all right, say your name. I'm this one. He's like, I'm Pat Riley and somebody still owes me $10,000. He's very nitpicky with things, micromanagement, shit like that. He was also famous with the Knicks for running 4-hour practices, running guys into the ground. He can be a nut. You saw it with the Showtime Lakers in that documentary. He can definitely be a nut. So this doesn't surprise me.
But he's earned the right to be a nut.
Yeah, 100%.
He's earned the
100%,
right.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
the
like
titles
even
approve
with
it.
even with like Rick Pitino, the video that went the other day.
Yeah.
You're allowed to talk to your players like that because
you win.
look at everything that you've done.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite coaching quotes of all time is Rick Pitino, the negativity in this town sucks. Larry Bird ain't walking through that door.
Yeah.
This and that. Like, he earned that. Pat Riley wants to take away his cookies. Who gives a fuck? How old was LeBron when this happened? This is in his first year in Miami?
I'd probably say LeBron was like 20-something, like early 20s, 23 maybe. Because
It couldn't have been his first year.
Wait,
So no,
he came
do the
into
math.
the-
He played.
He played in Cleveland for like a while.
He came into the league
7
at
or 8.
18.
No, he went to. He
okay,
went
so
to the Heat in
mid-20s, like
2000
25, 26.
He went to the Heat in what? 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 7 years. So he was
25,
18,
26.
25.
I will I know we got some anti-LeBron haters in here. I've like kind of outgrown that since we don't compete with him anymore. I feel like LeBron has he's a pretty level-headed guy. Like he understands why people do things. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
can't
there's
imagine he was
definitely-
that pissed.
There's definitely something off with him with his social media as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always looking like he's trying to fit in or he's trying to be cooler. Like, and then he gets caught in a bunch of like, hey, LeBron, you read that book or what's your favorite?
You don't need to lie, dude.
Oh, I can't say it.
You're a
Yeah.
40-year-old billionaire.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's probably the MVP this year. Relax. Okay, what else we got? Oh, let's talk about Stella Blue Coffee first.
Oh, yeah.
Stella Blue Coffee, we got it here at Barstool. This year's motto is better brew, better you. At Stella Blue Coffee, we believe good coffee is one of life's non-negotiables. It's time to stop drinking those boring, tasteless, big coffee beans and turn to Stella Blue. Stella Blue's coffee's delicious roasts are available in cold brew K-Cups, ground and whole bean formats to seamlessly fit into your morning coffee routine. Oh, and every bag sold helps saves a dog. Stella Blue is proud to help have saved over 1,000 dogs that are up for rescue and adoption. Enjoy Stella Blue Coffee by using the QR code on your screen or by visiting StellaBlueCoffee.com and use promo code RUNDOWN for 20% off orders, $25 or more. Or you can also find them for next day delivery on Amazon. So make sure you check out some Stella Blue. Great purpose, better coffee. Internet has turned into Savannah Bananas. I don't know why. I love the Savannah Bananas. And you know why.
I don't know. It's like it's like I've kind of seen it
click it?
all. No matter what they do, it's like, oh, okay, that's a cooler version of a trick, but it's still like a trick.
It's for kids. That's all it is.
So is this just a collection of tweets, this thing? So apparently people are upset at them. Why? They're calling them corny. They're not real athletes.
Yeah.
First of all, the Savannah Bananas are some of the most in-shape people on the planet.
Yeah, they are doing flips and different.
So they're
shit like
upset
that, yeah.
because they're not. Here's the thing. With these kids who clearly have dedicated their life to a sport and wanted to be pro, if you've spent your whole life working towards that and then you don't get it, what else are you going to do? Go work at Enterprise Rent-A-Car?
Right.
It's like, this is a fun little gap. I mean, it's corny as hell and it's cringy and it's embarrassing. But let's see, what do some of these tweets say?
Yeah,
You wanna read these out, Nate?
I think the rational take. Nice pitch, you fucking loser. I think the rational take is, it's not for me, but I see why there can be an audience. You know what I mean?
I will say
That's where I'm at with soccer. I think soccer's a fucking waste of grass, but they fill stadiums.
Dave was right about Dave was ahead of the curve with Savannah Bananas. Like, I want to say maybe a week or two after he bought the company back, he tweeted out, I fucking hate the Savannah Bananas, wrote a whole blog about it, calling them lame, how it's not for him. And like, we don't post lame shit like that anymore. Like,
Oh, who posted that?
Marty took batting practice to Savannah Bananas.
No, like I get it, they're corny. I don't love them, but like I think I'm just over-hating them.
Yeah.
It's like how are people just now catching on to hating them? They're the most hateable group of people in the world.
Yeah.
They're just these ripped, tan, like mid-20s something.
Sometimes it takes time to hate people.
I also think what they were doing kind of makes sense because baseball did hit a rut for a little while where it's like, oh, it's an older man's game and
Yeah.
you're not getting kids into it. So like, if this is how you get
I mean,
kids into it,
it's
yeah, like
so
I just have
cringy.
no fucking interest in watching this or ever going
Yeah,
to a
we're
game.
not the demo, but like,
And how much
like middle
longer-
school kids are the demo.
How much longer does this make a fucking game? You know, like add this up. What do they do this every pitch?
This is a lot of work and a lot of coordination too. Basically, every pitch is a TikTok.
If you catch the ball in the stands, it's an out. Like the whole thing is, I think throws a ball 4 feet outside. All for that. It's like,
Yeah, well, you walked him.
yeah.
like if someone gets a lot of hate, so much hate, I always do like a 180 on them. Like there becomes a point where someone becomes so hated that
They
I
can
start
come
to like
back.
them.
Well, Dave hates them, so I'll hate them. Simple as that.
Yeah, Phil. You forget Phil's team porno now, or he's in the
Are you
minor
of-
league system.
Are you officially on Team Porno?
I guess I'm in the.
He's in the minor
I'm in
league.
AAA system, I guess.
You're on the radar.
Yeah.
Okay. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman, one of the greatest actors of our time. On Unnamed Show today, they're reading out all the movies he was in.
few of them I definitely haven't seen. What is the one they kept saying?
What was he? Frankenstein. He was in all these movies.
Oh, fuck. Unforgiven? I have not seen Unforgiven. Haven't seen that. But I have seen Hoosiers. Unbelievable. They think it was carbon monoxide.
That's what I thought. It's like he's 95, his wife was 63, and the dog died. One thing if the dog was living. But, I mean, this guy joined the Marines at 16. Served
Designed 10 houses.
4.5 years in World War II. So just all of World War II he was in.
Co-wrote adventure novels, liked to paint.
I mean, one of the great actors of our time. Terrible, but he's so old. It's like, I don't know if I feel bad. Obviously, like it's.
No, he lived a full life.
Celebrate the life.
95 years old.
He gave up acting in 2004, so he still could have wrote it out.
Rest in peace, Gene Hackman and his wife and the dog. Tragedy, no matter the age. One of the greats. Anything on the after show for you guys? What do you got going on?
No, I think college hoops is kicking off. You got a conference tournament starting Monday. You know, the madness to get in. I'm sure we're going to have some kind of thing going on in the office, as we usually do.
We got some good stuff. Ronedotcom has breathed new life into this place. There's some stuff being filmed next week, which I'm very excited for. I don't know if we're allowed to. We can't say anything, but it's going to be good.
It works. He's got stuff going on. St. Patty's Day parade's starting to get going.
The one-on-one to one tournament is public.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's the format of that?
He has the seating.
1 point.
32 people
Okay.
playing to 1 point, bracket style.
But then, who gets the ball first?
There's a couple of different things being floated.
Yeah.
What are they?
Might be lower seed, might be rocks, paper, scissors, might be something else.
Who's in it? Basically everyone here. It's
A
open
lot
to
of people, yeah. Some
content and non.
bunch of
Hey, you
people
didn't sign
behind the
up?
scenes.
No, I'm signed up.
Okay, you got to get in that.
But you can't see.
You're a favorite to win.
Yeah.
He
Good.
released
I'm going
the
to.
bracket.
He released
I
the
helped him
seating.
do the bracket.
He did?
On Ronedotcom, yeah.
Can you pull up the bracket on Twitter?
I don't know if it is.
Check Ronedotcom's Twitter.
I'm like, actually, your guys are playing in it, right?
Yeah.
I think I have jet ski in the first round.
Force him left. He's got no right hand.
What if I just like
Clamp down that
What if
way.
I just hack and whack? Like, are there fouls being called?
Are there rules? Can you dribble? Like, you have to dribble, or is it like whatever?
Yeah, like who's the refs in this?
I don't know.
now?
There's a lot of, we already touched on the matchups. Like, Jetski and Phil both worked on Healthy Debate, so there's 1. KFC and Jackie, that's 2. Robbie's in the chop circle, that's 3. Toulahan against Jake Bass, that's 4.
Yeah, movie
Who's Big Ev got? Steve Romano, he's definitely boys with him, that's 5. Smelly and Mooby, 6. You only get 8.
Yeah.
And then Trenton fights don't really go together. But yeah, I mean, you got 6 out of 8 there. Mulcahy.
Trenton fights could just be a good game.
Yeah.
That just could be
Mulcahy deals with the high noon people. Clemmer loves to drink. There's 1 there. Sean and Tommy, I think, get together. Large and Robbie is 2.
That's nice.
Liam and Manoli both do social, but that's a little bit of a stretch. Gia Keeks, that's 3.
That's a great matchup. That's something you have to watch. And
Holy
I like it.
Vibs, that's 4. Jenks and John Rich, that's 5. Similar games. Like, I think I kind of nailed. I think people are going to be mad with their seeding, but I think we kind of nailed at least first round. Tune in. You got people going against each other.
First round is going to be
yeah, you got
incredible
people going
stuff.
against each
But what I did do with the seating was get a lot of matchups that are people who are friends. So like Vibs and Large, I think, are playing against each other. Kelly and G are
Really?
playing against each other. Yeah.
Wait, do you guys care if I pull up the seating and we talk
can
about this
pull
for a
it
sec?
You can pull it up.
Let me see. It's all right. Ronedotcom seating board. Oh wow, I'm the number 1 seed. So we're gonna go down the seating. It looks like there's 2 different divisions. Number 1 seed, Pat. 2, Jetski. Steve Romano. KFC is the 4 seed.
He's got that picture at Fordham, bro, with the baggy shorts, baggy pants.
I guess.
Gave him a 4.
Toulahan, Rico, you're 6. Trent is 7. Smelly Mooby fights Robbie, Jake Bass, Jackie, Big Ev, Meek Phil, Frank the Tank is 16. And then it looks like there's another division. Nick Mulcahy is the number 1 seed. Sean McDonald, Travie, Large, Liam, Gia, Dukes, Foley, Jenks, John Rich, Vibs, Rob White, Keegs, Manoli, Robbie Fox, Tommy Clemmer. No Dana Beers?
Couldn't make it. No Marty, couldn't make it.
That's my nemesis. I wanted to fucking beat up on Dana's fat ass on the court.
Is there a prize for this or?
Ronan's saying cash prize. I think it might be anywhere from $1 to who knows. Maybe it's $1 million.
I love it. All right, well, we're filming that on Monday. Keep an eye out, and that's the rundown.
All right.